So I was in Sydney, Australia, guys, and I turned to my coach after I swam that 53.6 and I made my Olympic trial fight. I said, Coach, man, I really want to make the Olympic team. I think it'd be awesome to make the Olympic team. Wearing the American flag, it's going to be so cool. And he's like, you definitely have the potential to do it if you want to do it. You just have to work really hard and start, sacrificing things you do every day. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you got to start doing doubles. You're going to have to start getting in the water more. You're going to have to start figuring out how to beat these kids that are stronger than you and stuff. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll figure it all out. So guys, my senior year of high school, I didn't go to my senior prom. I didn't go to my senior, week with my friends. My friends were like, man, you just dropped off the face of the earth. Where'd you go? I was in the pool all the time, practicing every day. 70,000 meters a week for a race that's what? A minute long. It's not fair, right? But guys, that's what makes us the best athletes in the world. The best athletes in the world. You know that? You know who told me that we're the best athletes in the world? LeBron James. Swear to God. The 2008 Olympics, I'm sitting on the pool deck, right, and all the basketball teams hanging out with us because we're the coolest athletes in the world. And so he's sitting there and he's like, man, I don't understand any of this stuff. Like, can you explain it to me? I was like, yeah, sure, LeBron, that's cool. The whole time I was like, oh, what the heck? Let's go. I'm trying to play it cool, Like, listen, bro, you got guys in Speedos. That was like, it's like the couple of final events, the 100 fly and the men and all that stuff. I was kind of helping him figure it all out. And he turned to me and he's like, man, you guys are the greatest athletes in the world. And I said, what do you mean by that, LeBron? I was like, how can you tell me that, man? You're the king of basketball. Everybody, you're on posters on kids' walls and stuff, man. Plus you're freaking huge, man. You're crazy, And he said, and he made a good point. He said, I can play a basketball game with 60 minutes long, and I can miss every shot the whole game. And with 1 second to go in the game, make a fluke shot, hit the net, score the game, score the winning field goal for my team, and everyone freaks out, and I'm the hero of the team. In one shot. He goes, but when Michael Phelps has to get up for that 100 fly right now, and he says, take your marks, and that gun goes off, you have to be ready at that exact moment. He's like, that scares the crap out of me. And I was like, you're right, LeBron. I'm a better athlete. No doubt. So don't forget that, guys. Don't forget that. When you're hanging out with your friends and they start making fun of you because you swim or you wear a small suit, you don't end up laughing. Oh, I got more stories of people making fun of me growing up and telling me that I'm not good enough. I can't even begin to tell you, but look at me now. That's what I tell them. Look at me now. I came home for the 2004 Olympics, guys. Right? And the limo comes and picks me up in Philadelphia. Right? Guess who picks me up in the limo? The captain of the high school football team is driving the limo that's driving me around. The guy that used to egg my car with all his friends growing up going, oh, let's get chased flags. You're driving me around the limo. Swimmers are the best athletes. So, in 2000, I make it to the Olympic trials, right? I think I did absolutely everything I was supposed to do right to get to this meet. I trained hard. I did everything my coach told me to do. I ate well. I slept well. I didn't do anything outside of what I was trying to focus on. My goal was to make the Olympic team. Now, does everybody know how the Olympic trials works? You get first or second in your event, you make the Olympic team. What happens if you get third? You are the first loser. It's the worst position to be in. You don't even want to see the number 3 anywhere that whole week. Okay? So I get there, and the biggest meet I've swam in prior to these Olympic trials is high school states. And I walk on the pool deck, and there's 2,500 swimmers. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, I'll do this, So I swim, I'm seated 27th in the 100 breaststroke and 36th in the 200 breaststroke in the sight sheet going into the meet. But I'm going to make the Olympic team. I'm going to get top 2. Okay? I'm the same kid I was when I was 4 years old, guys. You tell me I can't do something, I'm going to prove you wrong. I will race you till the sun goes down. In practice, in a race, it does not matter. That's what separated me from everybody else. Okay? So now I get up to the prelims of the 100 breaststroke. I do my best time by 3 seconds. Everybody's like, who is this kid Brendan coming out of nowhere? There's always been these favorites, and I just come out of nowhere. I'm seated 4th going into finals. So now I'm like, sweet, I'm a sniper. All I got to do is pick off 2 people. This is a joke. I got this. But guys, if an Olympian ever tells you they don't get nervous, guess what? They're lying to you. They're lying to you. Okay? I'm going to tell you how to fix that nerves in a second. But what happened was, guys, I walked out for the final 100 breaststroke. I don't remember marching out. I don't remember taking my clothes off. I don't even remember the first 50 of the race. I just remember like white water and like splashing and like choking on water and blah, blah, blah. That's the water. I was like, oh, what just happened? I don't even know what just happened. I touched the wall. Guess what place I got? Third. I got third. By 1/100th of a second. I missed making the Olympic team by 1/100th of a second. I was like, oh man. Now, guys, everybody here raised their hand and said, yeah, I didn't do my best time before. Okay? I know you did. How do you react to that situation, guys? Are you the person that throws your goggles, throws your cap? Mom, I'll see you in the band. Run, dog. Is that you? Okay? Because guys, I just missed making the Olympic team by 1/100th of a second. I had every right to chuck my goggles into the second deck of the stands. Okay? Now I'm sitting on the warm-down pool. All I want to do is throw my goggles, throw my cap, and everything else. But I'm like, cool. My coach came over to me and said, Brendan, I know you're upset, but you're having a meteor life. No one expects you to do what you're doing. You're swimming so great. You're going to swim really well in the 200 breaststroke in 2 days. Worry about that race. I want you to warm down right now. I'm telling you right now, you're swimming lights out. I was like, all right, coach. I believe it. I'll keep doing it. I'll keep working at it. So I warmed down a bunch. The next day is the 200 breaststroke. I get up for the race. I'm seated fourth, again, going into finals, the same lane. But this time, guys, I remember taking my marks. I remember the first lap. Because if a kid next to me, I'm in lane 5, I'm in lane 6, the kid in lane 5 is the favorite to win the whole race. Okay, his name is Ed Moses. You guys remember that name, Ed Moses? No. Yeah, you don't need to, he's a loser. Now, this kid's swimming the race, and I'm like, all right, if I beat this kid, I'm going to make the Olympic team. If he's the favorite, if I beat this kid, I'm going to make the Olympic team. This guy dyed his hair gold, had kinds of earrings and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, all right, I'm done. I'm beating this kid. Right? So I dive in the water, I swim the first 50, second 50, I come off the wall, and I can see everybody. I'm like, oh man, I'm right with everybody. So I kind of turn and I can see. So I push off the wall, and then all of a sudden, guys, the crowd is going nuts. It's like, oh, you know, it's a breaststroke group, you know what I'm talking about, right? You can only hear it at certain times. The water is shaking, like it is insane how loud it is in this room. I'm like, they must be freaking out because I'm beating this guy, you know? Like, no one expects me to win, you know? So like thinking it's this big upset. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go, you know? And so I'm taking off as fast as I could. Touch the 150 wall, come off. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, you know? And I can see that I was ahead of Ed Moses, you know? And I was like, I got it. We'll make the team. So I touched the wall. Guess what place I got? Third. You guys heard this story before? I got third. By 1/100th of a second. Yeah, like follows me around. It's a little demon I have on my shoulder. You guys know how fast a 1/100th of a second is? It's like, that's 0.2 of a second. So you can think about what 1/100th of a second is. You guys can figure it out. That's not the way I figured it out. So now, guys, I just missed making the Olympic team by the smallest margin in the history of our sport. I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records for having missing the Olympic team by the smallest margin. It's like the worst record in there. Look at all the records. I'm like, really? I have the worst record in here? This is awful. Okay? But guys, now I'm sitting on the pool deck and a reporter comes up to me and his tie is hanging down real low by the thing. He just shoves a mic in my face. Brendan, how's it feel to miss making the Olympic team by the smallest margin? And guys, all I wanted to do is take his tie. I mean, you have all of this emotion at the time, guys, because you put all of this effort into your work. And you guys know it because everyone raised their hand and said, yeah, I didn't do my best time.